three things that you need to know, three things that are going to benefit you, three things that are going to help you be a better podcaster. And we've already talked about a lot of really cool things. We've already talked about her experience, why she started, what she's passionate about, how she got into coaching and got certified so that she could start helping other people, how she started her own course as well. And now we're going to talk a little bit about her best advice. These three things. Here we go.
Love it. So first of all, to recap, we talked about being consistent with posting. I think that's really important. And so I love that. And also editing it, keeping it to a time frame. But also, I think it's important to have a little intro, maybe a music or a description or something at the beginning of your episode. Because to me, I know when I'm listening to something, I'm like, oh, here we go. I hear that music come up. I'm like, this is going to be good, in the podcast I listen to. And so I think it just gets people ready for what you're about to do. And it's consistent. So they are expecting that and they look forward to that. And that music coming up, they're like, oh, I know something good is coming.
On that first piece of having an intro, what are the most important parts? I'm hearing a couple and I'm curious if those are the onlys or if I'm even just making a mistake, but I'm hearing music. Yeah. Basically an audio brand that gets you excited. Now you know what you're here for.
Yeah.
And a voiceover artist or the person saying an introduction are those the two things, like the audio and the music?
Yeah, I think so. For me personally, That works for me. I do that on my own podcast. I didn't do it in the beginning because I didn't really know, but when I started listening to other podcasts, I'm like, ooh, I like how this sounds. It's getting me ready. I know what to expect. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm about to hear. And so for my podcast, I have some music that my brother and son recorded and put together. And so it's my own brand, it's my own music. And then I just do my own voice recording that just said, hey, welcome. And we're going to be talking about lemons to lemonade. And these are true stories of people. And so that's just my little
so your intro music is original theme music. So you have your own audio brand, like you're not borrowing the Pepsi logo. You're
not allowed to do that. You
have your own logo. Yeah, you have your own audio brand as well.
You will be hunted down if you use other people's music. So do not do that. I was doing that in the beginning, so don't do that. Yeah, save yourself.
You do your own voiceover.
Yeah.
And let me ask you these two things. Is it short? Is it long? Is it short or long? What are the key points to it? And okay, short or long, key points. And there was another question. Why don't you start with those two?
And my own voice. Yeah. And I, to me, again, this is my personal preference. I think it's important to be in my voice. I have heard other podcasters where it's not, and it sounds cool too. You get this great announcer voice and then this female podcaster and you're just like, oh, that's cool. Like, I like that. It's kind of getting ready for her to come on. So, but for me, I do it myself. I do my own music, my own voice, and it's just a little introduction. It's 18 seconds long. And the music kind of goes another 2 seconds. And so I start my podcast with a little bit of that music kind of still ending. So yeah. I know how to cue it up. I edit my own. That's the thing I love. I love to do that. I love to take out all the ands and ums, and people are not professional speakers and they just struggle. they stutter and they have the dog barking or whatever it is. So I love to edit it and make it sound crisp and nice and concise and take out all the long stuff. So anyway, when I do that, I put the intro at the beginning.